can see I'm a little bit off here. I think in the end I'm going to end up doing some cutting on this a little bit. Just, you can see it's a very minor amount, but it's I'll have to use my dolly to do that cutting, or my heavy duty Fiskars to cut. It's not so bad. It's just so minuscule that most people wouldn't even notice it. But if I can cut that down, the last one I did was perfect. I didn't have any real issues with it, but like I said, can't be perfect every time. At least I'm not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually I think I could cut probably a couple more even. So we've got this 8th one here. Oops. So that's a 1/2 inch. Oops. So I'm going to just put this one down, and then I'll add another 1 or 2, and I'll give you the final number when I come back as far as putting pattern paper on here. But let's just finish this up for today. And again, those flaps are 4.5 by 6. And this is our 8th one going on. Yeah, I probably would do one more. So I think I would do 9 of them going down, because then that'll give us probably right to here, and we can see a little bit of our base paper underneath. So then this is going to end up, I'm going to make sure I can even this all out, make sure I'm not off. But then this is going to go down onto here, and it'll go all the way top to bottom. But you can see here, there's a couple off right there. But again, I'm going to cut that. Just use a heavy duty cutter. And if you don't have a heavy duty cutter, then just leave it. It's not that much off, and it's not that going to make that much of a difference. So you're probably wondering how we're going to keep this down. So one of the things that I like to do with a flip like this is I like to take and use usually like a belly band or something to hold that down. So put a magnet up here and a magnet on the back of this, and I give myself a little bit of depth in this. And each one is different. I just use whatever I have as my cutoffs. This is 3.5 inches. I think I'm going to cut it down to 2.5 inches, and then I'm going to score on the bottom 1/2 inch, and then another 1/4 inch, and then that'll give us enough room on there. So let's just do that real quick. Let me cut this down. I said 2.5 inches. So let's put this onto here, 2.5 inches. So 2.5 inches, and let me measure the length of this. 2.5 inches by 7. So 2.5. And then we're going to score at 1/2 inch. And then if you want the exact measurement, then go another 1/4 inch. So it'd be 3/4 inch fully. So what do I mean by that? This is what I would do as far as the scoring goes. Again, I always take my 1/2 inch from this side. So I go in 1/2 inch, because that'll be my flap. And then 1/2 inch here, there's a 1/4 inch right there. So I'm just going over one more 1/4 inch. That'll give me a little bit of a gusset for any kind of bulk that's on that waterfall. So we're going to go ahead and fold these. Make sure that I have enough space, enough depth on this. I think I do. So basically this is going to be put down right to the edge of this and go up to there. So what I want to do is just to make sure that this is long enough to fit on this, like this. And then what I will do is I will put a magnet. The magnet will be on the top here and then underneath here, and or whatever I'm doing for an embellishment along here. I usually do like one of the smaller cards along there to be able to put the magnet on there as well, so it would hold up with that. So this again was 2.5 inches by 7 inches, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch and then go another 1/4 inch, and that gives you that little bit of gusset. And then we will go ahead and cut out pattern paper for this as well. So let me go ahead and do some additional cutting, and let me do that off camera, and I'll show you where we're at when we get there. I'm going to add another piece of the black waterfall, and then I'm going to try to get this down, and I'm not going to do any of the paper covering until till I get the ideas back for what I want to do on this page. So we're going to do that first. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.